Hello, guys. Hello. Yes. Today we're doing our first hardware review. That's right. And guess what? It's BCR2000. Yes. BCR2000 is a MIDI controller which has some lovely features and very helpful stuff. And it's from Behringer. It's really a very affordable price for the kind of stuff that it does. And shall we have a look at it? Let's go.
So, in all my life, I had a lot of toys, a lot of music toys, a lot of machines, synthesizers, and stuff like that. And I gotta tell you, this is the one that I love the most and that I use the most. I take it for all my live acts. I use it in my studio. This is a great tool. So there's room, as you can see, there's room so you can use like tags. You can use some paper, sticking paper, and you got room enough to use, so you can write anything you want and choose your parameters. Right. So the great thing about this machine is that every control is a rotary. It goes on. I can keep going, right, to one side or to the other, and the light is what tells me where the value is. So the thing about this is that this little toy has a recall function, right? So example, here on my Omnisphere, I'm using Studio One here, and I love his mapping settings. So if I just press here, when I press here, I activate BCR2000 for my Omnisphere. And what happens is it recalls. You didn't saw that. When I unpress it, it goes to my mixer settings, right? When it's not focused anywhere in any machine, my BCR will be focusing on my mixer settings. So what happens is I'm going to unpress this, and you're going to see a change here. So I'm going to now unpress it. So that if I press it, so I unpressed it, it means my mixer on the program is now activated. And these controls here, these are volumes for 8 of my channels, right? If I repress that button again and I activate Omnisphere, my plugin, now I'm inside my plugin, and these are all the settings for my plugin, right? All the stuff that I preset, that I mapped previously for my plugin. That's so freaking awesome, guys. So freaking awesome. Now, if we go to this section over here, that's a P, right? Meaning that it's preset 1. I can go, we got this section here, store, learn, edit and exit. With this section here, you can control pretty much anything and change your controls. So with this section, you can change all the controls from these knobs very fast, very easily. You don't even need a software. You can do this really fast. You got 32 presets, right? 32 presets. If I just press, you got this preset change button right here, right? So I can press and go up like that, and you can see stuff changing up there as well, right? Or I can just press it, hold it, and then as I switch, you see the presets going up, which is a lot faster. You can go all the way up to the 32nd really fast. So in 32 presets, so that means we got 8, you can use like 8 channels, right? 8 channels. You change a preset, you got another 8 channels to use, right? How great is that? That's awesome. So that's the main features of this machine. I love this machine because of that. Now these controls here, this area here, what's going on in my camera? I'm moving too much. This area here on the bottom, right? This area, they don't have another function like light function. They're just like this. And for each preset, you have all these guys. right, as new ones. Of course, you gotta give them different values in each preset. But you, for example, if I want this row, for example, to be volumes for channel 1 to 8, and then these two have different functions, and then I can go preset 2 and still have these guys doing only volumes, the same volumes, and have these guys doing something different. It's just a matter of using the same MIDI values, right? So if you go up here, right, we got these buttons, right? These are on-off buttons, right? At the moment I'm using them as on-off, but they can also be used as triggers. So instead of on-off, like light on, light off, they can be like off, and then when you click, the light goes on and off without needing another click. So like on-off, they have different functions, right? They have different functions. Now, these little 4 buttons right here, which I use, this one is saying high pass, low pass, gain, and pan. Why? I'll show you why. If you go to preset 1, for example, my high pass, these guys here have different functions, different light functions. For example, for my high pass, I selected this kind of function, right? It makes sense, high pass. For my low pass, I selected like this, the other way around, right? Makes sense. For my pan, I actually have it like this on here. I don't know why, but is my preset to the same thing on my pan? But I do think they have. I didn't went to the trouble to do that, but they do have a pan thing that goes in the middle, and then you go left and you go right. So you can do that on there. This is not a tutorial to show you how to do it. That comes with the manual, and it's really easy to do. I was just bored. I was just lazy enough to not do it. But you can do that, okay? So the thing about these guys up here, right, is that they have, if I press them, look, on, off. So they have a button as well. See, I use them like this. For example, if I'm on my high pass section, it's like I turn my high pass on for this channel, and I can use my high pass, and then I turn it off, and the high pass is gone. So that's the way you can use that. That's the way you can use that. So this means that these guys are 8. These are 8 nodes, right? If I press here, I can give them different values. So there are another 8 buttons and another 8 knobs, right? So just here, you got 32 knobs, just here, right? And then you got all these guys down here per preset. And this is per preset as well. So if I change my preset, right here, I got another 32 right there, all right? The buttons are not part of these 4 groups, right? Because these are groups, but they only affect these guys here. These are not clickable though, okay? Only them are clickable, and only them have like these different light functions. These guys only have this normal one LED function. I think they have another function with 3 LEDs instead of 1. I'm not sure, I can't remember now. Now, you also have these buttons, which I'm using for play, stop, previous, and next, right? These buttons are preset dependent. So you got these 4 buttons 32 times because you got 32 presets, right? Then these are not assignable, and these are not assignable because it's just functions for the machine, okay? That's basically it. If we go back here, the power cable is one of those like old VCR cables, as you can see. If I turn it off and show you, this kind of power cable, right? This kind of stuff. So those little two little holes. Then you got your USB, just like let's see if I can drop the machine. Just like a printer USB, and the other end is normal USB to connect to the computer. And if you see the stuff down back here, we got 2 switch pedals, right? And you do get an LED here at the front. It gives you the switch 1 and switch 2, which you can use to control different parameters in the machine. So you got this switch pedal, you got the MIDI, so you got MIDI in, MIDI out, and MIDI through, right? I don't have to tell you what that is. You can find out by yourself. And you don't need any special adapters for that, so it's all good. And that's it, guys. I mean, that's the BCR2000. It's a great piece of hardware, great MIDI controller. It is a MIDI controller, it doesn't have any sound, so I don't think it is a synthesizer or anything like that. It is a MIDI controller to control your software or your synthesizer. Let's say you have a synthesizer, a hardware synth that doesn't have many controls, you can use this to control it, right? So it's a MIDI controller. Okay, let's go to the downside of it. And I think the only downside I feel with it is that it's not super precise. So to very precise stuff, if I go from one value to another here, on the computer it can go up 2 values or 3 values when I really wanted to go just one value. So it's not so precise. So there's downsides for these guys. And of course it's plastic, it's really light, and the build is a cheap build, obviously. So this is really cheap. You can get it cheap on eBay or any other site, on second hand or whatever. It's not even worth looking for a second hand. You can just buy it in first hand because it's really cheap, guys. So it's a great investment.
Sampled kicks are for losers. Damn right, bro. Be original. Make your own kick with the Mind Doctor's Make Acid Kick Gel Synth Machine. Okay, guys, I hope you liked that review. And this machine has been serving me well, as I said on the review. It's been helping me a lot. I take it to my live acts, I use it in my studio, I use it all the time. It's one of my equipments that I use the most, right? That's so handy. The recall function on it is just great. It's awesome. I mean, there's one thing that I would like it to have. It's just like little displays where you can write different stuff underneath the knobs and make them change. But the only equipment that I know that does that they're usually over 2,000-3,000 pounds. So yeah, this is pretty much around 100 pounds, the price for this guy. So get it if you need it. Now, there's a new service on my website that I would like to mention. If you go to minddoctorsmakeacid.com and you go under services, you'll find a new link, and that's analysis. Analysis with it's what it says it is. It's analysis. So I'll analyze your track. You send me your track. You can send me in stems and a WAV separate. We can talk via Facebook, or you can Skype me or send me an email. And you can use the contact form, so that we get to an agreement of what you really want to be analyzed. So I can analyze your mix. I can analyze your song structure. I can analyze, give you tips on music theory, and help you out and make you start doing better tracks as soon as possible, right? I can help you with that. So get in touch, use that new service. So what I'll do with that is that I'll make a video just for you. Yes, just for you. It won't be online. It's a video made just for you. Nobody needs to know about it. That's right. So it's strictly confidential. And the prices go like this: 10 minutes, it's a $5, £5, yeah. 30 minutes, it's £15, and 60 minutes is £25. So that's how long the videos can go for. You can go up to 60 minutes, £25. That's right. So this has helped quite a few people. I used to do this service in the past, and then I stopped it, but now I'm bringing it back. And you just, yeah, guys, take advantage of this. It's really helpful. Now, you also know that I do mixing, mastering, and I do lessons online through Skype. so you can take advantage of that as well. Don't forget, get my kick and bass gel, or get kick gel or bass gel in separate. It's up to you what you want. Get in there, go to my plugins section on my website, get them. Follow me on Twitter, SoundCloud, and Facebook as usual. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my Portuguese channel if you know Portuguese. If you don't, just learn it. And that's all for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, with tutorials probably about something that I won't tell you today. You gotta wait for tomorrow. Peace.